Hey there, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks for giving me the viewerships. आप सभी को नमस्कार. मेरा चैनल देखने के लिए आप सभी को थैंक यू, धन्यवाद. आज हम एक पेंटिंग बनाएंगे जिसमें कि मैं इसका ऑपोजिट साइड यूज़ करने वाला हूँ. ये है पेंटिंग जो मुझे खास पसंद नहीं आया, तो बहुत पुराना एक्सपेरिमेंटल वर्क है. इसमें ये एक गांव का सीन है, तो मैं इसका पीछे का जो पोर्शन है उसको यूज़ करूँगा. एंड टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू टू डिफरेंट स्टाइल्स ऑफ वर्क. सेम रेफरेंस, but we will approach it in two different way, and you guys have to tell me which one of the two you like. Okay, so first approach, we will try to paint it in a kind of rigid approach wherein we will have a lot of control in the way watercolor works. The second one, we will make it more spontaneous and loose kind of thing, where we will let water flow, we will let the medium take over, and let water in itself create the painting. We will just help in putting the colors and pigments. Okay, then let's get started. Let's prepare the paper. So I am using a 1-inch masking tape for my work. So just note that this is a used paper, so there are certain blemishes and certain dirtiness that's there in the paper, but I think that's okay. We are doing a demo, we are having fun, and if I am able to pull this off, you will see two different varieties of painting. So I will divide this paper into two halves. So in the center I am putting a tape. So this one becomes one approach, this one becomes the second approach. So let me sketch this out very fast. This will be a kind of a village scene, and we will have a thatched roof hut here. I am just trying to be a little faster because we have to cover two separate paintings, so our main focus would be on the coloring part here today. And so what I am trying to do is basically keep the drawing a little fluid and not rigid. So here there is a barricading. So these are two huts, and then there is kind of mud barricading here, and then you have this is a kind of hedge barricading. Then it continues from here. This is the doorway, and then you have a door. This door is very dark here, and then so the main beauty of this particular subject is the light. Okay, so we have to keep it as fresh as possible, as vibrant and nice as possible. So then there is a tree which goes like that. So the tree is coming from here and then going like that. Then here also there is a tree. Okay. Then there is a tree here, and then near the house also, by the way, the barricade will go like that, a little from that side, and so there is a tree out here also. Same thing I am going to draw over here, and hope the camera is recording, because I am busy in doing this. I'm unable to see what's getting recorded over there. And trust me, talking while drawing is not at all easy. So pardon me if I am speaking about the same thing again and again. It sometimes happens because my brain is all engaged in decoding this subject, and as a matter of fact, for teaching you people, I am speaking. I usually don't speak when I am painting. Just let my brain do all the work. But now I have to. So yeah, then you have a thatched roof here. Thatched roof here, like that, like that, like that. Okay. And then you have trees here and there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trees. 4 trees here, 4 trees here. And like that. So we have two identical kind of drawings. And now we will approach the two paintings. We will approach both the subject in different ways. This is the first one, and this is the second one. So guys, let's start the painting. I will start with more control, and I will start with my colors here. I'm taking hope my palette is visible. So basically I have gamboge hue over here, and then I have some burnt sienna here, then some Naples yellow, some turquoise, some cobalt blue, ultramarine blue, and vermilion. Actually we would not need that much colors. Mostly your vermilion, any blue, either it is cobalt or ultramarine, any one blue would do, and then Naples yellow and gamboge hue. That's it. But I had some more colors on my palette, so they are over here. So I am mixing a puddle of this gamboge hue at one end here, because you see maximum of the area over here is yellow only. Okay, so I am beforehand only I am mixing some yellow and giving it a dash of burnt sienna, mostly yellow, and I am keeping the color ready here. Then I am taking some ultramarine blue here, and we will start with basically the blue. So we will start with the blue like that. Top down approach. We'll start with the sky. Okay, we'll start with the sky. Nice blue sky we see. So we will after putting this, we will let the sky flow down. Okay, and then we'll introduce some warmth here, mix it with a little bit of Naples yellow and bring it down. And then we start with the yellow. We start with this yellow. As we go down, we keep increasing the intensity of yellow. So mix it with some more Naples yellow and little more warmth, and then we just cover the entire paper with the color. And this portion would be the brightest of all, so let's add a little water and just allow the color to merge. Okay, now I will put a little more color here because we want the the thatched roof top to be proper here. Okay, yeah, like that. And one more thing, here I will put in a few dash of this yellow for the leaves. I can take some yellow, some burnt sienna like that for the dry leaves and splatter here, simply here also, and little bit here, and I will let this thing dry. Okay, if I am seeing any other color, I can introduce them. For example, I might introduce a little bit of red color here just for a variation, just to make it little interesting, and then I will let it dry as it is, and then we will work on the other factors, other portions, like little bit darkness and everything. Here also there is a little house or something out here, so we'll put that also. Done. Let it dry. So friends, this particular this thing has dried. ये सूख गया है. अभी हम इसको इसके मिड टोन्स पे काम करेंगे. We'll work on its mid tones. So I'm taking a bit of burnt sienna and mixing a bit of vermilion, little bit of Naples yellow here, just to give it a yellowness, and then we will work on this portion, leaving a nice highlight on over here. We just cover this area, and it's a good time to introduce a little bit of blue, and we will leave the area of the tree because the tree has to be a little lighter in tone, so we are leaving the tree and then covering this thing completely in one tone, and we can also introduce some other colors here and there. And this portion here is going to get very dark, so let's take some cobalt blue and some vermilion. We'll mix it for that nice dark color, and I'll put it here. Then we will take this color and stretch it out like that. So we will leave the wooden beam which is over here in that area. Again, there is a tree. Okay, like that, and just give a little bit of definition here, like that. Okay, in one go itself we have accomplished a lot of things. So you can see the depth in one simple touch. Now just add in a little lighter color here. As compared to this color, we have to put some lighter color, but we don't have to mess around with the highlights. Okay, I will leave it here. Now we'll take some yellow and mix it with burnt sienna. Nice warm, dark warm color. And let's take some red also. So see, it became a little more concentrated though, and let's put it like that. And a little bit of blue also is needed. Then this inside stick will become dark. And it will come like that. Okay, yeah, leave it. Let it dry. Just give it a little dry. Then this wooden beam that you have, the wood piece of wood or stick, also has some shadow till here. So even there is a stick here. Okay, so we'll give it a dry. Marine blue here, and along with ultramarine I am taking a bit of burnt sienna. Ultramarine and burnt sienna, nice grey color. So I am trying to create this nice hedge boundary. So just randomly putting some strokes, and here you can see some shadows falling. So just making the shadows, not following any pattern because I have not sketched it properly, just random thick and thin lines. Like that. Okay. Like that. Okay. Similarly, I will have to make this background a little more interesting. So for that, I have to create some orange type of color. So I'm mixing gamboge yellow and vermilion, and the background, if you see, is little on the orangish side. Yes, so just make sure you leave the you know, the highlights as it is, and then you make the orange. You just put wherever you want. Dark tones, you put it concentrated wherever you want. A little on the reduced tones, just add little water and continue. Okay. Now this place is basically another house. So there is this roof which has a little redness to it. You just give it a suggestion of a roof, and there is a house or something at a distance. Okay, now proceeding ahead, you come to this part. Okay, done. So see, the once you put in this thing, this particular foreground just pops into existence. Okay, so that will happen in watercolor. Now we make the other side of the boundary, which is again the same way. Just random lines here and there. I'm sure you would be able to see how fast we are able to approach this this painting. Okay, actually, if the planning is fine, planning is there in your head, then execution is very, very fast. So I had already planned what and how I am going to approach it. Now I will take some cobalt blue and some red for that extra dark door, or that opening. There is no door actually, so it's just an opening that is very, very dark. And then you have this place which is also very dark. Like that. Okay. Little bit of darkness needed here, so just I'm putting a kind of a slightly more darker touch over there. And see, this place will be little darker, like this is casting the shadow, so that should be evident like that. And just okay, letting it dry. So friends, now that it has dried, you can see exactly how vibrant and nice it is looking. And there are a few small little things that we have to do, like the trees or some shadows that we would need here on this area. So I'm mixing a bit of ultramarine and vermilion color, and to that I'm mixing a small quantity of burnt sienna, so it becomes a nice shadow color, nice color for shadows. And so we will put this inside like this. suggesting shadows, then here like that, and a few lines like this. Wherever you need shadows, you put it. Then we have a tree out here, so the tree, let's work on the tree. So basically we will have a tree trunk and then some shadows which are falling on the tree trunk. So like that, keep it simple. See, our house and everything has come out really nice. So we have to be a little cautious here. We might ruin it. So now we have to put in some shadow strokes here, like that. Here and there. And here some shadows here on this portion, on this side. We have to be very suggestive here. We don't have to be extra perfect here. Little suggestion is enough. I'm sure you would be able to visualize it as very thin trees, and it's a nice summer kind of a feel, right? So I think we are done over here. Just one thing I would like to do before we move on to the next painting, and that is to give this portion a little definition, like that, because it was looking a little flat. Okay, yeah, and so a little bit of darkness is needed here, in this place, and yeah, and some shadows here. I think this painting is capturing the shadows and everything else quite nicely. Very minimalistic work, but still I'm happy by the way it has turned out. I can put in a few drops of colors here and there like this, just for the twigs and stones, some small stones and everything. And yeah, that's it. So we will dry it. Our painting is over. We will go to the next one. See, it has taken such little time to construct this. Now I will go to the other painting wherein we will try to mix everything together. So we will try to blend all the colors together, like allow watercolor to do everything by itself. We'll just facilitate it. Okay, see you in the other half. So now we will work on this one where we will use ultra loose approach, like we will be very spontaneous and we will just play around with textures and everything, so it will be more fun, I can say. For that I have a spray bottle, because here we want water to do its job, so we have to have water. So I have taken some ultramarine blue, and now I will place the blue color at places. Like that, and allow it to blend like this. Okay, and now what we have to do is we have to remember that we have to put this brush very softly on the paper. We will not put any brush strokes per se. We will just be very gentle. Okay, now I will take Naples yellow and Gamboge yellow, and I will just very softly I will place it. Here I am not worried about the boundaries. I am not worried about anything. Let watercolor loose, let it flow. Okay, I will take little bit of red color, which is vermilion color, mix it with Gamboge for a nice orange color, and then just let it come down. I'm taking more water and just letting the color flow down very gently. Okay, very gently, slowly. I've left a little bit of white here as in the previous one. It is coming down. Now we'll take more color and just at places we will try to leave white, and then allow the color to make its mark and come down. So what I mean is I will put the color very gently, then create path for the color and the water to come down like that. Okay, now we have some blue color, mix it with red color, so it becomes a kind of gray color. So I'll put this at certain places like that, because we want the colors to blend and leave its mark. So you see how this is different from this one. And then we'll do the same approach here. So try to make this a little dark while it's wet. We have kind of a colorful khichdi. So that's what it is right now. Okay, and then we'll put in the dark colors and let it come down. And just placing slowly. Okay. See now how soft it is looking. If you compare it with this one, this is very crisp. But here it has its own, own mood and feel to it. Now we will work on this particular place. I'll put some water because this portion was dry, and like this we'll put. Okay, and in the background also, this background, so I'll put the lines like this. These are the barricade or the hedges that are there. Okay, okay, and still we need some more moisture for the effect of the trees, the leaves of the trees. So I need more water. Some burnt sienna for the effect of the dry leaves. Here also. Here also. Yeah. So now I will wait for some time for this to semi-dry. Then we will work on this area. So now I have let it dry a little. I was hoping that it will be dry at some places and not so much dry at few places, but it was not like that. So it has dried. So now I am wetting the surface. So this is the difference between the previous approach and this approach, is that I am pre-wetting the surface with a very soft hand. So basically I want the colors to go to the places where I am wetting it and do its magic. And I am trying to create a nice vibe here. So let's see. If I am successful, then you would come to know what I mean to say. Because see, when you allow water to do what it wants to do, there might be failures also, but if it is successful, the result is phenomenal. Okay, so we're mixing the colors So now I'm putting the color here. So I'm just dropping the color. See here. Okay. Now some red, some Naples yellow, and some blue together. Like that we will put it. Okay, and some more blue color. Let's mix it and put it here. Okay, now we will put a few drops of colors here and there. Now this place is going to be little more darker. See, like that. So this boundary, I don't like this boundary, so because it should appear as if water is defying your boundary. So let's put in some water and so we have to be very gentle. That's the overall approach. We have to be very, very gentle, and mostly we have to keep working on a wet surface. See, like this. Let it come down, and we will put some water here, some water droplets here. Keep it very fluid. So this, it should appear like that. And this thing is going to be a little more darker. That's it. This is the feel I want. And then let's work on this one. I'm putting a few drops of water here, and I would need some orange color, so let me grab some orange color. Just a minute. So so we'll let it dry. See the color here, see the effect. Very fluid. Too much water, less control, beautiful effect. Now just okay, you need a little dark color for this place. Just place it here, just like that, and okay, and then we'll have something like that, kind of a suggestion, and then few drops here and there. We'll let it dry. Now you see how different it is from the previous one. It's up, it's clearly visible. So now we will work on the trees. So for the trees, whatever white I have left, that is necessary, and then we'll mix some other tones, some different tones, and I will add bit of water, and then I need actually lot of water. The difference between the previous approach and this approach is, in this approach we are using lots of water. So what now I will do is, for the shadows and everything, I will drop it in the water itself. Okay, so what happens is, see, it's, this twig is wet, so I am dropping it in the wet water. So color is mixing and it's doing its job like that. So it has to be very fluid, then it will be called a loose watercolor. Let me show you once again what I am saying. Let's work on this tree. So I am using water and lots of it, so I'll mix more water. So let it be very, very, very fluid, and then see, so much of water is there. One problem is, with too much of water, it becomes a little thick, that we might have to control. Then what we will do, we will take the dark colors and just drop in at some places. See, like this, and so basically I am letting the color flow. Here also I have lots of water, see, here also, and so we will basically make it very watery and make all the twigs and everything. So that is the only difference right now. I'll add more water, and then I need more water, like that. Okay. Okay. Now this boundary thing also has to be little worked up. I mean, I have to work on it. See, with lot of water, just place it. Big bold patches. Let the water flow. Let this thing mix with this one, and this one mix with this one over here. Let there be magic. So when the water evaporates, it basically creates nice textures, nice unseen kind of textures, so which you can never replicate. Okay. Okay. So the white over here will do its magic. Then you do the same thing over here. Fine. Little bit of orange is needed for this place. Again, loads of water is needed. Again, and we just need some drops of water here and there. See. Just put in water. Just put in water. Fine. So I think you have understood the basic difference in both the approaches, and not sure which one you liked. Do let me know in the comment section. I think I should make this place a little darker. So for that I am putting more water, and I'll put some combination of gamboge and a little bit of ultramarine. So basically I am giving it a suggestion of some tree here in the background. Just like that. And then a little bit of orange and yellow and brown mixed together. I would splatter it here like that to give a feeling of the dry leaves, like that. Yes. Yep, I like it. So let's dry it and see the result finally. I think we need to work a little bit on this area, because this has to be a little darker, I think so. So just give me 5 more minutes and we will finish this off. So basically I'm mixing a kind of orangey brown, and again we will splatter water because we have to be very gentle, and then just place the colors on that area. Placement, we don't have to work it out. Okay, and a little bit of blue over here, little dark. That's it. More water. I need little more water here. Okay, this is the feel which we wanted. Yes, this is something which I wanted. Yes, I can see it now. Okay. So just a bit of small drops of water here, just to diffuse the edge. Just to diffuse the edge here as well. Done. I think the softness has come, beautiful gloss has come. Just a little touch of color is needed here at this place. That also, if we can have a soft edge, that will be good. Basically, I think you have understood what is meant by loose watercolor. Loose watercolor means its borders, its boundaries are all loose, which means it doesn't have a pure boundary. It allows for the colors to mix here and there. Very vibrant, very fluidy kind of an approach. So guys, what do you think about the two paintings? This one is the crisp one with nice crisp shadows, where I have more control, yet it is done in a very nice lucid watercolor technique, but it's not loose watercolor, wherein this is a loose watercolor. You have nice soft edges. Can I bring it a little down for you to see what is the magic done here? So you see the colors blending. I have allowed the water to create this kind of effect. So the light, so the yellow has mixed with the brown, has mixed with the blues and the grays. Then it has stopped here. Slight little crispness is here, but mostly a very dreamy kind of approach. This one, on the other hand, is very different. This one is also minimal. I did it at a very less time. This one needed a little bit more treatment. The reason is because we are applying more water, so it is taking more time to dry. Right? You had a nice idea about both the techniques, this one and this one. Do let me know which of the painting you like the most, and I would await your response on this one. And if you like my channel, then subscribe it, show it to people who would love to see such similar videos. which I keep posting. Until then, keep creating. Bye bye.